Hello YouTube, fans, viewers, subscribers. Today is a beer review like no other. This isn't really a beer review as such. What this is pointing out the differences between different beers. Now before you switch off, you're going to want to hear this. What is the difference between these three? What do they all have that's slightly different? Yeah, okay, you can say two are Polish and one's Belgium. That's pretty obvious, right? Two are cans, one's a bottle. If you look closely, you'll notice that this one here, the Stella Artois, is no longer. The design anyway. But what is it that links them all together? Apart from being beer, of course. And this isn't just a Mandela effect either, for those of you thinking, oh shit, this is some sort of weird Mandela effect. It really isn't. This is just what I'm going to be showing you now is truth, and it's really pissed me off. So what is it that links them all? Well, they've all been lowered in percentage. That's right, the alcohol content of all three of these beers have gone down. And I do have an original bottle of Stella Artois before it got lowered to prove my point. This has been unopened and is really severely out of date, like 2008, so I'm not drinking it. I would never recommend anyone drink it or anything like that. I've just kept it because this design and this alcohol strength is no longer. So let's start off with Tyskie. So Tyskie from Poland, stating the obvious, new can design, and now used to be, I think it was 5.5. It's now 5. Was that 5? So they've lowered it by 0.5%, changed the can design, and again I will be testing Walker and Tyskie in just a moment, just to see if this changes the taste. Next one up, Walker, or pronounced Walker, also from Poland. I used to love this beer, absolutely loved it until it got lowered. One of my favourite all-time beers this was. This was 5.6 or 5.5, it's one or two, I can never remember exactly, I'm sure it was like 5.6, 5.5. And it's now gone down to 5.2. And again, over the years, I've changed the can design. I don't mind this can design; it looks pretty good. Not the can design I was used to, certainly, but why lower it from 5.6 or 5.5 to 5.2? There's nothing wrong with it. And again, this one will cause some controversy because I'm very much aware that in different parts of the world, Stella Artois is, of course, different in strength in different parts of the world. In America, I think they get it at about 5%. Belgium, I think again is like 5. Here in England, it's gone down to a shitty like 4.2. I think it is. Absolutely disgusting. But this is this is the old style. This is way back from 2008. Not that you can work the date out because it is there in black and it's very hard to see. But you can see there. Where am I looking? I don't know what I'm looking at. 5.2. Can you see that? Used to be 5.2%. And as you can see there, that's the original cap design, but still unopened. You can see there, it's swishing around. This used to be really good, so I'm now going to go through in order what they used to be and how they used to be. So Tyskie here. It used to be, if I remember rightly, quite fresh, clean tasting. It had that crispness as well. It was just a real easy beer to drink, and I used to like it. It used to really come into its own with me because it was a nice chill out beer, but also it had a reasonable strength. So be that as it may, as a chill out beer, you could then up it if you drank enough of them, and yeah, you could be on your way. You wouldn't be pissed, I don't think, depending on the person. I mean, me personally, I'd never get pissed on Tyskie, but it was certainly a grower. Then Walker come along, or Walker, and this used to be the bollocks. I used to love the flavour. It used to be hoppy. It used to be hoppy. It had a sort of, I can't explain it, sort of a certain flavour to it, but it was the hop that grabbed me. And this beer really was a creeper. You know, you'd have one can and go, cool, that's really nice. 5-6 cans in, it would hit you like a train. It was one of those beers that would just fucking hit you for 6. and you'd be like, wow, I'm starting to feel it now, you know. So that just shows you how strong this potentially was. And Poland's renowned for this. Polish are renowned for making these kind of beers that are strong, extremely drinkable, and they think nothing of it. That's what I like about the Polish. They've got it right. And then Stella Artois. This was the stuff that I grew up on. Back here in England, we used to call this wife beater when it was the 5.2 version, and it used to look like this. Since obviously it had a reputation of sending every male batshit crazy when they drunk it, they kind of give it the nickname wife beater because the legend has it you'd be so angry, you couldn't have a fight for no reason. You'd go home and you'd beat the 7 bells out of your wife. Of course, that's not true. That's just all made up. Don't get me wrong. There probably was some guys out there that probably did do that, but that's up to them. This then was 5.2 and used to have a very good twang to it, and that's what I really loved about this. I was drinking this from the age of like 14, 13, something like that. It was about 13, I think. I distinctively remember that twang. It had good flavour, good strength, and a good twang. And again, back in the day, you could pick this up for about £1 a bottle, or 6 for a £5, or if you're using your local off licence. Nowadays, it's gone lowered down to like 4.8. It tastes really watery now, and I'm not really a fan of the watery Stella. I think it tastes like shit, and they should be ashamed of themselves because Belgium are renowned for strong beers also flavourful beers. Now, I've had probably hundreds of thousands of Belgian beers in my time, and Stella was always one of my favourites. That was like the beer that I started off on as growing up as a teenager. That's what I drank, and now they've lowered it and made it watery. Bastards. Now, is this just a nanny state culture we're going through in England, or is this worldwide spread? This is what I want to get out there and see if any of you guys have seen this. I really do. Where you come from in the world, has any of your beers been lowered? This is what I'm here to find out. Right, so I've got my Tyskie. I'm going to give that a bit more of a head on it because that's just gone down quickly. I have no etching in this glass, so I'm expecting it to just go quickly. And then I've got my Walker. My favourite of the two. Was the favourite of the two. So since lowering these, I don't think much has changed. From what I can see, the colour difference I don't think's made any difference. Neither is the head. So really, it all goes down on taste. So let's try with the Tyskie. It's been a while since I've had Tyskie. Since it has been lowered. When it hadn't been lowered, it's been a long time since I've had it. So the original 5.5, 5.6 stuff, I can't really remember, but I remember it being clean, refreshing, and quite nice. Now to me that tastes a little bit more bitter than it used to be. There's a slight bitterness, a bit more of hop coming in. Still got that nice watery body that I used to love. I don't think it's as crisp as it used to be. And it is a little bit more sweetness to it, but it's even more smooth than I remember it. I don't know what they've done to that, but they've made it sort of almost even more drinkable than it already was. But what they've done is they've added a little bit more hop and a little bit more bitter in there. So they've bittered it up a little bit. It didn't really need to be bitter because it's not a bitter beer. It was just one of those beers you could just drink. If I burp, sign of a good beer. Right, on to Vodka. Oh wow. Now that's a difference I've got straight away. Less hop, there's no hop bite anymore. Walker was all about the hop bite. It's gone sweeter, almost like I don't know what that is. Is it an artificial sweetener or is it more honey? It's hard to detect. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. It's not quite sickly sweet, and it's not. I can't not notice it's sweet, but there's definitely a sweetness. The obvious thing is they've done away with the hop. This used to be tasting like a triple hop beer or a real hoppy IPA style, and that's what I really loved about it. Now they've done away with that. It's almost like a perfumey taste now, a little bit more watered down. Yeah, definitely more perfumey, a lot more watered down, and the head to me doesn't seem as I remember it. The head used to carry something, whether that was like the bitterness or something, but that has also changed. So both of these beers have changed drastically in taste. Am I happy about the outcome? No, I'm not. I don't see why. Are we again in some sort of nanny state culture where it's you can't drink too high of a strength beer because you'll become, I don't know, a drunk or a violent bank robber or something. I really don't know. I don't know the reasons for it, but it's really pissed me off. Poland and Belgium should not be lowering their beers. These are strong countries, produce strong beer. Now then, before I round this off, what really gets me the most is obviously that the price hasn't changed for these cans. I don't think. I vaguely remember them being about the same price depending on where you buy them at. I think I paid like £1.20 something, I think, for Walker, and about £1.35, I think, for the Tyskie. I don't really remember them being much dearer than sort of about £1.50 a can. So that's still good news. So my only problem is, are they going to start lowering other beers next? Are they going to start lowering other Polish beers, such as Devowie and things like that, and Karpacki because it's too strong? What about Kestrel Super from Scotland? Are they going to start lowering that, or Tennant Super? Well, I know they already have done Tennant Super, I do believe. But why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Is this a conspiracy where they're trying to control us, or is this just because the brewers are just trying to change their taste on things? I'd like to get your thoughts on this, fans, and that's it from me. If you want to come in and comment, tell me if there's any beers around your way or in your country that have been lowered or changed in taste and flavour and stuff like that. I'd love to hear them, honestly. This is the stuff that I'm going to start geeking out on because I love this sort of shit. So you want to come in, comment, please do, and let me know if you've tried the new lower strength Walker and the lower strength Tyskie. Tell me what you think of it. So thanks for watching, fans. Oh, and don't forget also the Stella Artois. Let me know where in the world you are and what the Stella Artois comes in at in percentage, because I'd like to know. I'm pretty sure that most countries are still at 5, but here in England we're like 4.2 because we're fucking shit. We're a bunch of pansies that whinge. There you go. Rant over. Thanks for watching.